What's up, y'all? My name is Amir Zendanam. Today is March 25th, 2020, which means it is my 32nd birthday. I want to film a very special video today that I've had in my mind for quite some time, and that is me giving advice to my 16-year-old self on my 32nd birthday. This video continues on the Healing Collective Male Trauma series, where I just put myself out there as much as possible to share with you some of the tricks that I have used over many years to heal my male trauma. Because in our society, we all have so many issues that cause long-lasting trauma, and as males, we have a very hard time communicating these issues. So, what I'm trying to do is change things a little, and as a man, express myself as much as possible. So, today, I'm going to be having a conversation with my 16-year-old self at 32 years old, and be giving myself advice in retrospect. When I'm looking back and I cut my life in half, what would I say to myself? Now, this is a practice that you can use going back into every part of your life from the time you were born to today to meet yourself at different ages and have real conversations with yourself to better yourself today. So, let's just start. This is not easy for me to do. It's my birthday and I just want to be sitting down doing nothing, but I'm working all day. So the first thing I'm going to ask is please visit my website, speckercbd.com or specker.store. Check out the products, buy some stuff, because I don't make any money making these videos. I just do it so I can share peace and love with the world. But your boy still needs to eat. So if you can buy some of my products, use discount code Amir at speckercbd.com. That would be the best birthday present ever. Thank you. I love you. Now, what's up, kid? How you doing? This is one hell of a conversation. And the way that I'm going to do this is the same way that I recommend you have this conversation with yourself as well, where you're literally there with your 16-year-old self right in front of you. So this camera is me, and I'm just going to be having a legitimate conversation just like a 16-year-old Amir was right there. So cheers. Let's do this. And thank you so much if you're still watching right now. Please do me a favor, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see more content like this. It would be greatly appreciated. I love you. Amir, how are you, brother? You're looking good. The first thing you need to know is that shameless self-promotion, like telling people to go to your company's website that you have dedicated your entire life to 18 hours a day for years and years, it's okay to promote that. Don't feel ashamed for putting yourself out there and asking people to go buy your products that you've spent years making. It's okay. Don't feel bad. Don't shame yourself. The people at the very top of the world are really good at shameless self-promotion because they don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. And I know you really don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks, but you might just be saying that right now. Keep saying it because it's not easy to really not give a fuck about what anybody thinks. But you have to continue on that. In your mind, your walls need to be so high that you can look over and talk, but nobody's gonna get through here. So they can keep shooting at you, but your walls are strong. You're good. It's okay to promote your ideas. But as you're promoting your ideas, don't feel that you need to convince people of your ideas. Only use time on people who actually want to hear your ideas and your concepts. If they're not interested, you have valuable time that you need to use in places that bring value. Spending hours at a time talking about some conspiracy or some health topic isn't going to get you where you need fast enough. So focus on yourself and on promoting your ideas and concepts without shame. Now, y'all, I sadly don't have the master, Ben, here today with me, so I'm making this video by myself. So I just have to stay conscious of the audio being good that I'm recording right now, the video being good. So I'm going to try to make this video just one smooth, long talk because I just want to get this video out by the end of the day on my birthday. I'm filming this actually on my birthday. It's about, 2 p.m. right now. I really want to just get this video out, go to Bel Campo, get some meat, eat some food, get my workout in, and relax. But I'm working all day. And that's what you need to do, kid. You got to work all day. Stop fucking sitting around. If you're sitting around, you need to be learning and educating yourself. I know you are. I know when you're sitting around and what seems like sitting around to other people, you're actually learning computer programming. You're designing websites in ASP, XML, PHP. You're using scripts that most people are not even aware exists yet. And you, as a teenage kid, are making this stuff from scratch. Give yourself credit for that. So, Amir, now that we've talked about that, I want you to take the tension out of your neck and throat and chest area. See, like right here? Just take a deep breath. When you feel that tension starting to come, just breathe through it. It's okay. You don't need to punch a wall. You don't need to punch a thing. You don't need to take your internal issues and bring them out externally. Find your balance. You learned how to meditate when you were 6 years old. You already have knowledge that other people will not even understand for decades after. So be above that influence. Don't feel that you need to resort to aggression and violence when you are angry and scared and sad. Go sit alone, leave. Stop talking to your friends about issues. Just go out with your bike and just go ride. Go to the dirt jumps. Just go sit there by yourself. And really just feel what you're feeling and cry. It's okay. It's okay to cry, dude. I cry a lot now. And I'm crying just like saying this to you because you've come so far in the last 16 years. So you need to keep going strong. Those principles and beliefs that you have right now, they're right. Listen to your intuition. You'll continue saying the same exact things for the next 16 years. And you won't stop and you'll just keep learning more. And when you start crying, don't call yourself a little bitch and tell yourself that you need to stop. No, you need to keep crying. You need to let the river flow. Because that's how you grow and that's how you feel. You can't just fight your feelings. And those feelings bring out those beliefs and those principles that you have right now. You're not stealing things. Your friends are going and shoplifting shit all the time. And you stand there going like, no, I can't do that. You don't hurt people unless somebody aggresses on you first. Keep those principles strong. Self-defense is the only reasonable use of violence. To protect yourself, to protect your family and your friends and your community. But you need to protect yourself first. Because if you try to go and protect your friends and your family and your community first, it's just going to lead you in a place of spiritual imbalances. And you're just going to be trying to put together the pieces, but you keep trying to put together everybody else's pieces first. You got to put together your fucking pieces, dude. Remember when you were a little kid? That was probably like 10 years ago for you. And you were sitting there late at night and you couldn't sleep. Well, why couldn't you sleep? Because you had the lights on all night. You slept with the lights on because you were scared. You know how bad that is for you? No wonder you woke up so stressed out in the mornings. Because you had artificial toxic light blaring in your face from the second you woke up to the second you went to sleep. Of course you were stressed out. But do you remember when you were sitting there? It was elementary school, I think. On that old bed that you had, your little baby bed that your parents eventually replaced around that time. Do you remember feeling lonely and scared? And for some reason, you just started etching a circle with an A in it. And to this day, I don't know what drove me to having the feeling of being that free that in elementary school I was etching anarchist symbols into my bed. I have a picture of that. And it blows my mind that that's how advanced our mind is. When you were that young, you were trying to seek freedom and trying to understand what that even meant. And you couldn't verbalize it properly. But now you can. And over the next 16 years, you'll be able to verbalize these feelings that you have on a level nobody else can. You will do it the best. And be confident. And when you say you're the best, don't let other people shame you. Because you know you're the best. Listen to your intuition. You know where you're going. Stop letting people sway you away from that. You knew when you were etching that shit on your bed. You know now. And you especially know when you're 32 years old. That every single thing that you've done until this point needed to happen. And it's okay. Now, around this time is when you get off of school. Well, it's the coronavirus hysteria right now, so all these things that you were warning about from 9/11 on to your friends for the last few years, and you've been called a terrorist and a sand nigger and a dune coon and Osama is your uncle and go back to the desert and all these fucking things that they tell you. You're right. They just shut down everything. The government has forced non-essential businesses to shut down. The government just decided what a non-essential business is. And good job, dude. You went into the right industry. You knew it was risky. You knew you could have got caged for it. Keep going. But right now, your mind isn't in where you're going to be in that industry. Because right now, you're sitting at school, not being friends with people because you found out that they went and smoked weed. That's what you were doing at 16? That's what you're doing right now, bro? You're wasting your time not being friends with your friends who do drugs? Why? Well, because in your mind, you think that if you wait until you're an adult or 18, what the government decided is an adult, that your brain will be more developed and you'll be able to handle these drugs more responsibly. Dude, where is the fucking science to that? You're not thinking scientifically. You are. And you know so much about all these different drugs that you're not doing at all yourself. You haven't smoked weed. You haven't drank alcohol. You haven't touched any drug at all. I'm not saying go do drugs, 16-year-old Amir, but I'm saying stop wasting so much energy hating on your closest friends when they decide to go experiment with their own mind and body. That's cool that you're not smoking weed right now, but just try to understand other people. I know you care. That's why you were doing it. Because you just want your friends to be happy and healthy. And you saw those drugs as something that was destructive. It's not destructive, bro. That is the war on drugs propaganda. Don't believe it anymore. Cut it now instead of when you turn 18. Because when you turn 18, it's when you're going to have your first sip of alcohol. When you turn 20, you're going to smoke cannabis for your first time. See this fat joint here? We're going to smoke this today to celebrate 32. Because that's what we do now, Amir. Those days that you have to wake up for school where you do not want to go. That's every day. It's every day for you. I know. You don't want to be there. You're 16 years old now. You can figure out other alternatives for your life. If you don't want to be in school, you can go to community college. You can go graduate real fast. By the time you're 18, you could be a junior in college and then graduate by 20. Or do you even need to go to college? Do you even need to continue going to school? I don't know. I can't give myself that advice right now because I was privileged enough to go through school and get a higher education. Like, you ended up going to UCLA, bro. You did it. All those motherfuckers told you can't do it. There's no way you're getting into UCLA. You can't do that. Your grades suck. They'll all say that to you. And then you still did it. And you still graduated in 4 years. So right now, when you keep telling people like, it's only Berkeley, Stanford, or UCLA, just know you're on the right track, dude. Fuck school. Fuck what they put you through. Fuck the prison-like environment that you have to be forced into every day, knowing in your heart that you shouldn't be there. But you have to be there because you don't really have a choice. You do have a choice, but you're not equipped with the choices yet. And that's why I say, go be alone. Go learn alone now. All those nights that you spend on your computer, talking to John, working on Bay Area BMX with him, and trying to figure things out, and learning and chatting with other people on AOL Instant Messenger. Isolate even more so that you can learn the solutions faster than now. I mean, I'm 32. I've learned a lot really fast. I have lessons that I've learned that most people can go an entire lifetime without figuring out. So you're already ahead of the game. You were doing so many awesome things over the last 16 years. And the first 16 years, you were doing so many awesome things. But it was school that just brought so much imbalance into your life because the institutionalized education system is flawed. You're never going to find balance in there. So just understand that. You don't go to prison to seek balance. You go to prison because you're in trouble. It's the same thing with school, man. Just look at it that way. If you're not going to go figure out another solution right now, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like, you barely go to, you're sleeping through your first periods. Your mom calls and says you're excused because she knows you're staying up late. Like, stop being a dick to your fucking parents. Like, God. Like, your mom is calling every fucking day to literally just like make up bullshit excuses so you don't have to go to school the first period or two. And like, shout out, mom. Like, what kind of parents do that, dude? Like, they don't know what to do, but in their hearts, they kind of know what to do. So stop holding so much resentment against your parents because they're trying their best, dude. Like, these fools are just learning how to speak another language in this country. Like, stop being so hard on them. I know they're being hard on you, but just learn how to use your words better, because once you learn how to use your words better, they'll actually start listening. When you're screaming and throwing things around, and it's hard for people to listen to you, dude. You got to be calm. You have to be balanced. You must approach all communication from a place of love, not a place of anger. Because if you do it from a place of aggression and anger, a lot of people who want to help you just aren't going to. So show them that you have the love inside of you. And this kind of goes into your family, your siblings. These people care so much about you, dude. Like, you have no idea because you haven't taken in that level of love into your own heart and soul yet. But the amount of love your family has for you is on a level that me at this age now, I'm still having a hard time quantifying what that even means. When a group of people can just love you so fucking much, and you could be such a dumb little piece of shit, and they still love you. You need to explore that more. And as you grow up, when you feel the distancing from your family, it's okay. You're doing that for a reason. You know what you needed to do. It's okay. Don't shame yourself. Go take the time for yourself. Do what you need. Your parents are good people. They're some of the best people. And you are so fucking lucky, kid. Yeah, your parents might be pretty fucking poor right now because they had to file for bankruptcy. They lost a bunch of shit. They couldn't give you everything that you wanted, but they still gave you so much. Everything that you really wanted, you still got. You had a computer, you had your bike, you got to go do martial arts, like you got your violin. Whatever you really, really wanted, mom and dad would always figure out a way to get it. Even if they were so fucking poor, like, holy shit, how the fuck are they affording all this? Like, I can barely afford my life with my dog. These people were broke, coming off of a bankruptcy, and then still like scrounging for money to buy you a nice BMX bike and give you a fucking cell phone in like 2001? Like, Jesus fuck! Like, smile more, kid! Life is great! Your life is fucking phenomenal! Things are hard, people are bullies. It's okay. You're strong. You knew from that early age, right when you started doing martial arts at around 6 years old. It was 6 years old, around that. It's around when Power Rangers came out, because you saw them and you saw how bullied you were, and you were like, oh my God, I want to be just like these people. And then you found out about Bruce Lee, and you found out that the smaller guys actually can come out on top. And I know you're lankier and skinnier and you feel uncomfortable right now, but man, you're going to have the nicest body when you're 32, homie. All your friends are going to be looking at you going like, how the fuck did this guy manage to look like this in his 30s? So that guy who fucking flicked your little nipple and then said that you have bitch tits, and then from there you started Going to the gym every day. You're 16 years old, bro. I remember that day. You're walking home. You don't even remember who it was because the moment is so traumatizing that you remember what they say. You don't remember who it even was because what they say just stuck with you so much. And he flicked your tit. And he said, bro, you got bitch tits. And then you went and got your gym membership. And now you're probably getting ready to go ride your bike, then go to the gym so that you don't have bitch tits anymore. Now you're shredded as fuck. Got probably less than 7 or 6% body fat year round. Keep going hard, bro. And stop fucking eating sugar all the time, dude. Like, stop fucking eating fast food, bro. You're eating Carl's Jr. and like Taco Bell and all this bullshit every day. So like, yeah, no fucking wonder you got like little bitch tits, bro. Like, no wonder you can't get your shredded ass 12-pack abs. You're eating garbage every day. You think that eating an apple is healthy. But remember when you were starving yourself to lose weight? Well, you fast every day now anyway, so you kind of turn that into a scientific thing. So good job on that. But that being said, your family is very important, dude. At 32 now, I'm realizing this more than ever. And being there for the people that were always there for you from the second that you were born is where your focus should be. And it's wild to think these things, but you've lived in LA for 12 years away from your family now. They're all still in Walnut Creek, where you're at right now. They're all still in the same house, dude. They're all in the same place. Your mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, your cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody's still there. So just recognize that all of California is yours. You don't have to come here and hide. You can go there. All of California is your home now. And those siblings of yours that you're fighting with all the time, making fun of all the time, but then getting in fights with other people because they make fun of them and bully them. You can't call my brother a fat ass. I'm the only one who can call him a fat ass. You can't say shit to my sister. I'm the only one who can say shit to my sister. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Stop being mean to your brother and sister. Like, they are your main support team, so just like give them as much love as you can. Give yourself as much love as you can. You can't give other people love if you don't love yourself, bro. You're still angry and scared about everything. Rightfully so. Everybody's fucking trying to fight you. You get jumped and shit. Like, people are threatening you. Like, all this fucking shit's happening, so of course you're acting the way you are, bro. It's okay. It's a natural response. But don't take that out on your loved ones, dude. Like, that's why I say you need to go be alone. Go to the dirt jumps, bro. Go just sit there alone. Don't hit up like 7 of your friends to sit there with you so they're bullying you too and making fun of you. Those aren't friends, bro. So please decipher what a friend even is. Are these people you're hanging out with your friends? Or are they just bullies that you were put in the same classroom with for 4 years and then you just kind of congregated around each other and then thought that that's friendship? Bro, that's not friendship. If somebody is approaching you from a place of hate every fucking day and bullying you, those aren't your friends, bro. Go find people who love you and give you love. You have them. There are a lot of people in your life who give that to you. Double down on them. Don't double down on trying to convince bullies about who you are. Fuck with the people who already know your soul. People you don't have to explain your soul to. You have a lot of people like that. Those people on your 32nd birthday are contacting you today still. They're still your friends. They're still your family. They're all still there for you, bro. All right, my little bro. Now to some real shit. Business and entrepreneurship. I need you to know this. You are running a business right now, kid. You're 16. BayAreaBMX.com. You're running that shit by yourself with one other homie. John. He's still your homie too, bro. Y'all still working together, still hustling together. And you guys really showed each other a lot of love back then, and you still do. And while you guys would talk shit to each other too, he was one of the people in your life that you really met with love. And you really just found ways to flow with, even though philosophically you might not agree with everything. Even from a business standpoint, you don't agree on everything. But you always figured out a way to make it flow with him. And y'all still working together today. So, like I said, when you find connections like that, double down on those. Don't double down on the people who are talking shit about you to your face, and then talking shit about your brother and sister to your face, and then acting like they're your fucking friends. Those are not your friends, dude. Realize that. You have been an entrepreneur since you were a little child. Your earliest childhood memories are entrepreneurship. You were hustling yo-yos and pogs and Pokemon cards in elementary school. You remember that, bro? Remember when they banned them? All three of them? And you still were trading and selling them at school? Keep doing that shit, bro. There's no such thing as authority other than you. You are the only authority in this world for your own life. Remember that. That's an important one. You own yourself. You are your authority. And anybody who tells you that there is authority over your life is not. Keep doing what you're doing as long as you're not hurting anybody. If you want to go sell yo-yos and pogs, and some fucking random Karen type bans it from school for peacefully engaging in business, then fuck that. Figure out a way, bro. Always figure out a way, and you always do. And you always do, dude. Even in elementary school, you were always finding a way, dude. They banned all three of those things in elementary school. Pogs, yo-yos, Pokemon cards. And you were hustling all three of those before they banned it and after they banned it. And now you're doing a business right now. You're making content, videos, photography. You're designing websites. You have a website as a business. And you're selling things through your website. In 2004, dude. Realize where you're at. Realize how ahead of the game you are, bro. It's revolutionary shit that you're doing right now. Keep up with it. Keep learning. Keep learning about business. Keep doing what you're doing. One business. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work out. It's learning. You're learning. Bay Area BMX, Dragon Bikes, all the hustles you've done before then. Even when your sister and you were radio DJs and recording yourself at elementary school on the radio, playing music, talking, doing talk shows. Look at you now. That's what you do now. You do media. You have a show. You have prominent guests on your show. You interview people. All of the things that you're building right now will come to fruition. It's not going to happen tomorrow. And it's not going to happen in the next 16 years even. Because right now at 32, I'm just starting to figure it out. And that's okay. That's okay because like I just said to you, there are a lot of people who come into this simulation, and this is a simulation. This is all an imagination of your higher consciousness. So as you try to figure those things out with your spirituality, just remember that. Because we'll get there. But with your businesses, keep going. Put your focus there. Because right now, on my 32nd birthday, I'm working. I spent all morning working and then setting up this camera and this entire area so that I can work more and make this video. I'm making this video for myself, but this is also my work. This is so that I can build my legacy in the future, so I can go back on this in 16 years from now and look back. And that's what you really need to do more of, dude. Put the camera in front of yourself. You got all this equipment and you're always sitting behind the camera and you have all these great ideas. Bro, put yourself in front of the camera. You don't always have to be the guy behind the camera. You don't always have to be the guy editing. You don't always have to be the guy who's like in charge of everything either. It's okay to just surrender and witness. And you will be successful with your businesses, because right now I'm going into year 2 of Specker, the company that you always had in your mind, that you weren't sure if you'd ever get to, and you're still not sure if it'll work today, but this is why you did all of those different things growing up. This is why you have Bay Area BMX. This is why you were flipping Pokemon cards and slanging pogs before the word entrepreneurship was even like a thing, dude. Like, you're so above the influence in everything that you do. Stop beating yourself up, because that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing this year. I'm going to stop beating myself up because I work harder than everybody else. Bro, you already do work harder than everybody else right now. You go to school all day and then you come home, you go to your bike, you go ride your bike all day, making content, taking pictures, filming videos. Then you go home, you say fuck homework because you figured out how to do that in between periods. You literally would stand there with the 45 minutes of time you had in between classes, do your homework super quick, turn it in, get anywhere from an A to a C, you'd pass. And then you would just focus on what you needed to focus on, which is yourself and your own work, your own passions, which is the same as it is today, bro. You got your violin over there still. You're still so into extreme sports, dude. Like, you fucked yourself up so bad. Your body is fucked right now. Like, I'm feeling the best I've ever felt, but like, dude, you do some damage to yourself, bro, and you're not gonna stop. And I don't recommend that you stop. I recommend that you still keep going hard at what you're doing and find a new edge on what you're doing right now with your extreme sports. Just keep pushing the edge, dude. Keep pushing the envelope. It's okay. You've already gotten hurt. You've already injured yourself in so many different ways. The injuries will keep coming, and you'll just be able to flow through those injuries. When you stub your toe today, you'll literally just take an out breath and flow with it, and you won't be in pain. Keep studying the Shaolin arts. You started Shaolin Kung Fu at 6 years old, dude. You're still there. Those concepts that you want to learn about, go learn them. I know what you're doing right now. You're trying to struggle to look online and find more than what they're teaching you in your karate school, because they're not giving you what you really want. And you're 16. That means you just started Wing Chun. That means that you're really into Bruce Lee right now, and you still will be. And you'll look at guys like Bruce Lee and you'll say, wow, that's the standard. So I'm going to hit that standard. Then I'm going to find a new standard. That's the top. Hit the top, then find the new top, dude. That's all you're doing. All of this shit you're doing is so revolutionary. Don't worry about what people say to you, how they shame you. Like, look how I'm sitting right now. Like, go sit on a chair. Go sit at a table. Like, no, bro. I want to fucking sit like this on the floor comfortably with my back straight and my posture proper. I'm sorry that you don't have the mobility to do that. You do, bro. Like sit up straight more, put your chest out, lead with your chest and your throat, lead with your third eye, lead with your full chakras in balance. Like this, don't lead like this. Put your chest out more, brother, it's okay. Whenever you feel down, just take a deep breath and feel it expanding. Wow. Wish I had like paper towel or something. Like, oh, it's gross. Oh my God, it's so gross that you do that. Fucking shut the fuck up. Who the fuck cares? Gross. Bro, you sit in dirt. Like, stop letting people tell you that being the natural version of yourself is gross, bro. Just stop fucking listening to people. You know what's right. Just stop taking advice from other people unless they are miles ahead of you in life. If they're here and they're here, don't listen to them. If they're here, take their advice. Because the people that are doing more than you right now will never talk shit to you. Because they're only going to look down and be like, you can do that better, you can do that better, you can do that better. The only people that are bringing you down, bro, are the people that are here or below you because they want you to come down to their level. Don't let them do that. You let that shit affect you all the time. When they say square up, let's fucking fight. And you square up and you fight. You know what you do now, bro? If somebody does that shit to you, bro, you put a peace sign up. You put your arms out. You're confident. Because you've been in all those fights, dude. You've been in a lot of street fights. And as you grow up, you'll be in a lot more. And you'll learn things about violence that, again, most people in their lives will never be able to figure out. So as you're sitting there on your computer chair at midnight, editing videos, talking to John, trying to figure out how to code PHP, when there are no tutorials online because YouTube didn't even exist yet. Just realize there's so much more than what you're feeling right now, and you need to go deep in, dude. I can't stress this enough. The deeper inside you go, the easier it'll be to express yourself externally. I've had my company for 2 years now, dude. 2 years in April. It's March 25th, 2020 now. You knew at 16 years old, when you turn 32, when it's 2020, some big shit is going to happen. The entire world just changed right now in the last few weeks, bro. Nobody's outside. The government is shutting down essential businesses or non-essential businesses. Sorry, they decide what's essential. So you see, in 2020, we just started out with a group of people that you know are criminals, a group of people that tell you that they rule over you and have authority and control over you when they don't. And all those feelings that you have inside of you about a free world in your lifetime is going to happen. And it's not going to happen by you going out there and screaming at the top of your lungs that we need to end the wars and that 9/11 was a conspiracy and that the corporations are working with the government. Bro, go focus on your work. All that time that you're sitting there trying to convince all those fucking people, dude, your friends and your family, just don't, bro. Just keep talking to the people that want to hear it. Keep learning. Keep seeking the information. You know what you're doing right now, bro? You're spending every night learning. You're spending every night trying to figure out alternatives to a system that doesn't even exist yet. Like when you wanted to go learn Wing Chun and you had to go order a DVD set from a dude who's on YouTube now. And 16 years later, this guy is still working on his vision. It's crazy. So, as far as everything goes, bro, the overarching theme of this is just give yourself some more love. Take some more deep breaths. All the meditation that you're learning, that they tell you to do before every martial arts class that you take. Really feel those moments. Instead of having to resort to street fights, why don't you go spend more time in your martial arts studio? Where those older men were actually trying to teach you some fucking good lessons, kid. They're trying to teach you some good lessons right now. They got you in the corner over there in your Wing Chun class, not allowed to work with any of the other students because you're new and they just want you to go hit a sandbag. That's fine. And going back to talking about midnight and being at your computer and researching and just trying to figure it out and giving yourself love, like all those things that they were trying to get you to do, that then you would go home and then it would be midnight and you'd be doing things like this. Without flinching, socking yourself up in the face. See that? Like that? Kind of hurts you right now as you sit on your computer doing it. And you're not telling anybody you're doing it because it sounds fucking crazy. But you've never been KO'd in a street fight, bro. And you never will be because you did certain things that seemed really fucking crazy to a lot of people, that seemed really crazy to you, like how they made you go stand in the corner alone and just punch the sandbag and your hands would rip and be bloody and you would be so mad that they wouldn't let you work with the other students yet. Everything takes time, bro. All those punches that you're doing right now, in this day and age, bro, I can throw my body to a tree. I'm punching trees now. I'm kicking trees. All those things that you were striving for when you were sitting there looking at that sandbag, it's happening now, bro. It's okay. And through all of this, your health, your wellness, and your spirituality. Your health, your wellness, and your spirituality. Look at your health, bro. Look at the things that you can do with your body. You could sit like this, completely straight up. Look at this. Most people at 32 literally cannot keep their legs straight like this. They can't. It's crazy, huh? Most people in their lives can't do this. But look at you, bro. Look at you. Lotus. Nah, that's bad. But look at this. You're on a block. It's okay. So, what are we going to do? As I talk about my health, my wellness, and my spirituality. Specker is a optimal health, biohacking, and cannabis-based company. And every single thing that you had in your mind, kid, all these ideas that were there and 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 there, and you were trying to figure out how to put them all together. You figured it out, bro. That's what Specker is. It's short for full spectrum because you've been trying to figure this out your entire life and you're so stuck at 16, but you're not. You're still moving forward. You're still going. That's the beautiful thing about what you're doing right now, dude. You feel like you're stuck, but you just keep punching through the walls. Physically and hypothetically. So all of those physical things that you take into your mental mind and the mental things that you take into your physical space, they're the same thing, dude. There's no difference. There's no difference between punching through a real wall and punching through a hypothetical wall. So cheers to that, bro. Stop spending that $5 a day that your mom gives you on fast food. Go seek out the real advice for health. You know these things, and you're even seeking the health advice out and you just can't find it. So cheers to you, bro. You would not like this right now. You would be talking shit to somebody doing this right now, And that's why I'm doing it right now. To show you that even you said that one day I'll smoke weed, one day I'll do those drugs, but not right now. Not right now. There isn't enough research. Adolescent brain, this, that. Now there is, bro. Now there is enough research. And I can confidently say, this is healthy. This is good for you. But if you're going to get some, don't get it from some random guy. Go figure out how to do it yourself. Because that's what you do best, bro. You figure out how to do everything yourself. You go seek out information from all these different sources, and then you figure out how to do it yourself. This will help you ascend. You use cannabis almost daily for so many years now. Not at 16, but you start at 20, and now you're 32. And now you have a successful business around this plant that has brought so much magic to the world and that will continue bringing so much magic. And that spiritual block that you have right now, where you're trying to figure out your religion, your spirituality, what God is, what you are, what your existence even means. The silence will help you get there. The plants will help you get there. The plants are medicine. They speak to you. Let them speak to you. Listen, witness. Cheers, my brother. I love you. And you will accomplish every single thing that you ever thought you will, and then some, on a level that your mind cannot grasp yet. But those imaginations and dreams you have in your mind are going to start turning into reality because you have the power to pull from that realm into this. You just have to believe it, and you have to work hard enough for it. Cheers. Damn. Damn. If you've watched to this point, thank you so much. I really hope that this can help you have this conversation with yourself. Through a lot of the energy healing work that I've done over the last 10 years or so, talking to your younger self and giving your younger self love and compassion is a very powerful exercise. I've had this conversation with my infant self all the way up to myself yesterday. As you continue on down your path of enlightenment, you'll realize that you were equipped with these practices so that you can obtain enlightenment or strive for enlightenment or, seek it. Because if at any point you say that you are the enlightened one, you are not enlightened. So that's the wild thing about enlightenment. It's an infinity sum game, which means it's never really going to end. So but that's what the universe is like, bro. Micro and macro. It'll always go down and down and down into infinity. So there is no end. And I know 16-year-old Amir is trying to figure out that concept of infinity. And I bet you've thought about that concept of infinity too before. You're not going to figure it out because it's not supposed to be figured out, because it never ends. And that's the beautiful thing about this simulation, is that since it's infinity, everything is connected into one in this realm and outside this realm, in this dimensional plane, in the other infinite dimensional planes that are right in front of me that I just can't gauge currently. So just thank you. Thank you for listening, Amir. Thank you for just not reacting while I gave you this advice, because I know you're just ready to jump. So thank you for witnessing, for surrendering, and just taking in the words of wisdom that I've gained over the last 16 years that's going to help me conquer the next 16 years. And we'll keep having this conversation. We'll have this conversation every day. I'm going to conquer every single thing that I have in this head. Any dream you have is already a reality. You just need to pull it into this dimensional plane. So, happy birthday to me. Happy 32nd birthday. It is 2020. I am alive. I am healthy. I am happy. I am safe. Yeah, the government might be going through some draconian, authoritarian, tyrannical shit on a level that you haven't seen since 9/11, but you prepared for this. All those years since 9/11, where you finally woke up earlier than so many other people. You were in 8th grade, bro, is when it flipped open like that. Switch flipped on, you know? That's what they're doing right now again. Controlled demolition. This time, your intuition knows what's going on. This time, don't fight it. Flow with it. Flow with it. Stop directly fighting things head on. That's not the efficient way. Learn how to flow with everything, even your enemies or your perceived enemies, or even the darkness or the evil. You must learn how to flow with it, or you will never see the light, because that is the yin and the yang. My friend, to seek the light, you must know the dark. So take it in. All right, like with every piece of long form content that you decide to make by yourself, some things could go wrong. So at the very end of this video, it just cut because I ran out of battery and didn't see it. But if you are watching this right now, I love you so much. I'm so excited to be 32 years old. I waited for this moment patiently for so many years in so many of my meditations, psychedelic medicinal trips of sorts, and just listening to my intuition. I've known that 32 in 2020 is going to be the year that all of my hard work unfolds into magnificence on another level. And I will continue to grow and grow until I hit the top of this current realm standards. And then I will pave the path for the new higher standard in this universe, because we are the guardians of the universal realm. I love you. Please subscribe. Go to speckerscbd.com. I'm excited to just relax for the rest of my birthday after I'm done spending a few hours editing this video. Love you. Please subscribe.